You guys, Tamim Tech here, back again with another video for you guys. Today I'll be unboxing and showing you my first impressions on the Beats Studio 3s. These have been out for a couple of years now. I just got my hands on them because they are on sale for $200. It's 41% off. I found mine at Target. It's hard to find them at Best Buy, but they had a couple colors at my Target. They had the shadow gray, matte black, and I think sky blue. I'm not sure. It was like a light blue color. I went with matte black because all matte black everything, you know what I'm saying? Matte black is just a clean, discreet look. It looks really good, looks really professional, and stealthy. I mean, who doesn't love that, you know? So I'll be going over the price, the features, and all the other fun stuff. I'll be showing you a comparison of the Sony XM2s, which is Sony's wireless headphones that are industry leading noise canceling. These have noise canceling as well. They sound pretty good. Not as good as the Sony's, but they're up there, and it's not bad for a pair of Beats, man. People knock Beats for being bad headphones, but this time around, we'll see about that. Alright guys, we got another unboxing for you. This time we got the Beats Studio 3 wireless noise cancelling headphones. Now these bad boys are 41% off right now. They are only $200 and they are cheaper than the AirPod Pros. So which one should you get? Should you get the AirPod Pros for that true wireless noise cancelling, lightweight, great feeling, pillow in the ear headphones? Or should you get the Studio 3s with its monster size? Not really monster size because it is very light. It's got the nice cushion pads. You don't have to constantly itch your ears from the inside from a little itch from having true wireless earbuds lodged in your ear, collecting all that earwax. So you do get the benefit of that. These have longer battery life, 22 hours with noise canceling, 40 hours without noise canceling on. So let's just do the unboxing and we'll talk about the headphones in depth in the review. So let's get to the unboxing. Hopefully I get better at these unboxing videos. They should be easy to unbox. I'm not the smoothest when it comes to these, but bear with me. Alright. Got the wrap off. Now, how do you do the rest of this? Not really sure. I'll unbox these headphones. They don't come out that way. Alright, now that we got this figured out, let's take this off. Alright, there's the Beats logo, Beats box. Change the way you hear sound. Beats was known for having heavy bass, muddy vocals. Things were mixed right. It was a commercial sound. You're just buying the headphones for the beat and the fashion statement, how it looks. They still look pretty amazing. Design's nice. They're supposed to be really comfortable. They are lightweight. They are lighter than the Sony WH-1000xm2s. So here we are. Here's your Beats logo. Here's the matte black finish. That satisfying click when you fold them in and out. Very nice. Well, foam pads they're okay. I think the Sony WH-1000xm2s are a little softer, and the headband feels like it's really going to clamp onto you. I'm going to keep comparing these to 1000xm2s because those are the gold standard. I know 1000xm3s are out, but I don't have those, and they're pretty much the same. XM3s have a little more bass, a little more fine-tuned sound for that commercial sound, but Beats should hold their own. I've been hearing other reviewers say they have a lower frequency and a warm sound profile, and we'll find out in my review, or in the next couple of clips. I'll actually show you how these sound, or give you my opinion, and I'll show you what I'm listening to. I'll even throw in the 1000xm2 to compare, and even the AirPod Pros maybe, but I might say that for another video. We'll see. I know it's over ear versus true wireless, but why not? Get the people what they want. You want to compare everything. You want to see what's best for your needs, for the gym and everyday use. There's a little book. I'm not going to open that. I'm not gonna lie, this looks like junk because this is my second take doing this unboxing, because the first clip was shot at 120 frames per second, 1080p, which is what I do for my B-roll. I forgot to do that, and I'm about to fast fuel these because they're dead. Got your little clip here if you want to attach it to things. You got your Beats branding on everything. Got your little headphone jack here. Connect to your headphones. Bear in mind, the headphones will not work if they're at 0%, even with this plugged in. So keep that in mind. Headphones always need juice, otherwise it won't work. I'm gonna throw all this stuff away. I'm gonna charge these up, and then we'll get into the sound quality test and talk about some other things: design, build quality, the pricing, yada yada. All right, stay tuned. So right now we're gonna do the sound quality test because that's what everybody's here for. We'll talk about the other stuff that nobody cares about at the end of the video. I'm sure you care about the price though, obviously. So here we have Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD. About to test that out with the Beats. I got it at about 65% volume. So let's see how it sounds. Okay. The bass is there. It's got a very low profile sound. It's warm. The vocals are very clear. The low frequencies are very obvious here. It's not bright like it would be on the Sonys. So far so good though. Yeah, easier said than done. I thought you were the one. Okay. Alright. Let's pause that. And let's try the XM2s. These sound a lot brighter. I'm waiting for the bass to drop again. Okay. Awaiting that bass. It feels like the sound stage is wider on the Sonys for this song. The bass is more pronounced. Hold up. Let me switch this back to the Beats, because the bass sounds like it's more pronounced on the Sonys. And while I'm listening to these, switching back and forth, noise cancellation is a lot stronger on the Sonys, because it's leading the industry. Of course it is. Alright, so switch back to the Beats. Alright, the bass here has more thump, but it's not as wide. Let's go back to the Sonys. I've been going back and forth with these like for 3 hours before I even filmed this. Yeah, the frequencies in the Sonys are a lot more in the brighter high range, mid range, and the bass is more wide. And the Beats just have that warm sound. Yeah, people keep saying the Beats have too much bass, but when Apple bought Beats, that changed dramatically. Let's try a different song, not by Juice WRLD. Let's try some Drake. Let's see. Go with that Scorpion album. Let's go with Mob Ties, because that's an old favorite of mine. I'm gonna test this out with like R&B and rock after this. Get rid of these niggas. Hey. Alright, with this song, the vocals are clear, but they have like a really low resonating frequency. The bass is there when it needs to be there. Yeah, so the song with the Beats is enjoyable, but the vocals aren't bright. And then the Sony's, the vocals are too bright. One thing to note, these aren't audiophile headphones. Like, these headphones are not geared towards audiophiles who are nitpicky like I am with sound quality, vocals, and the balances of everything, and the instruments, and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to call myself an audiophile, but I'm very nitpicky about sound quality. Very nitpicky. I don't know if you can hear the sound leak through the Sony's, too. Sound leakage is more apparent on the Sony's because it has the bigger cups and it's not as clamped. Beats less leakage because they're more clamped on your head. Still comfortable, but not as comfortable as the Sony's because I think the foam on the Sony's is a lot more comfortable. But let's go with some R&B. I'm gonna turn on some Anthony Hamilton. I don't know what y'all know about Anthony Hamilton, but Anthony Hamilton is the man. Hold on, I want to play a specific song. Her Heart by Anthony Hamilton. I'm gonna skip ahead to like when the song actually like starts playing, so I can give you guys some feedback on the R&B and how it plays. It's nice and bright. Vocals are crisp and clear. The bass is where it needs to be. Yeah, the Sony's are pretty good with R&B. And I want you guys to know that there is a separate music app for the Sony's where you can adjust the bass how you see fit. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Oh, this song is more resonating in the beats. Vocals are nice and crisp. Wider sound stage. Yeah, this song sounds better on the beats, so they go back and forth. You can tell on the Sony's that it's way more balanced, but you can tell on the beats that are geared towards this genre. Yeah, the vocals are a lot more crisp on the beats than on the Sony's. It's bright, and those highs have a sharpness to it that might be a little too much for my ears. Yeah, get it, Anthony. I can't even hit those notes. Yeah, it's hard to pick between the two. I mean, the Sony sound good, but the beats have a more pronounced sound for the song. Going back and forth like a madman. Yeah, I like the treble on the beats as opposed to the Sony's. Perfectly balanced in the Sony's. It's got a little treble boost on the beats. They sound good on both, honestly. You can go back and forth. People say the beats sound like complete trash. That is not true. Studio 3s are holding their own, but with the more customization you can do in the Sony's, that gives it a little slight edge. Here, let me show you guys real quick. Here's the headphone app for the Sony's. You can see the song that's playing. You go to sound, come on, sound. And you can see here all the different settings you can do. You can do surround sound. You can have arena sound, club sound, outdoor stage, concert hall, off. This is a Beats review, but I'm just showing you what it compared to the competition. You have manual mode, custom 2, off, bright, excited, mellow, relaxed, vocal, treble boost, bass boost, and you can customize this however you want. So you can go down here, turn up the bass all the way, and it's a clean bass. It's not a distorted garbage ass fake reproduced. I mean, it's reproduced, but it's a really clear bass, and it doesn't really affect the sound quality or the vocals and mids at all. It's just a clean, clear, little reproduced bass, but that's what you get with the Sony app. So let's try some rock real quick. We'll go with some Linkin Park. And I'm playing this through Apple Music because if you have an iPhone, Apple Music does sound better than Spotify. It's the whole codecs AAC thing. I don't know why, but Spotify just sounds more compressed. So let's do In the End with the beats. Very low frequencies are on this one. The thing with the thing with rock genres, since these are geared towards hip hop and R&B, and just it still has a balanced sound, but the instruments and frequencies that need to be out and are meant for that song will do it on the song's command and not just be out there for the song, if you know what I mean. So with the beats, it has that low frequencies, warm sound profile, which for rock doesn't make the song sound as exciting as it could be. The Sonys have a brighter sound, so let's put these on. So now the crashes from the cymbals, which are high frequencies, are more defined here and have more detail. You can actually hear the crashes along with the balanced sound of the guitars and the lows from the bass. And the vocals are still clear. When we switch that over to the beats, it's not as apparent, but it still sounds good. Like the mids are still warm and crisp, but you get that. You don't have the highs aren't as pronounced. The highs are a little muted. Yeah, the crash of the cymbals aren't as high. So, I mean, going back and forth between the two, you really can't go wrong with either headphones. The Beats are 41% off right now. I'm not sure how long that sale will last. They are only $200 compared to the $350 of the Sony's M2s, which I don't know why these are that expensive, because the M3s are already out and they're $350. So these might be lower than $350. I could be wrong. You can check for yourselves, but they're still fairly expensive. Not Power Beats Pro. The Beats Studio 3. Let's go with the features now and the design. Left side. On the left side of the cup, you got volume down, volume up. You hold this for Siri. Press it once to pause and play, 2 times to skip, 3 times to go back. And that's about it. You have your power button over here. Hold that to turn it off. Double tap it to switch noise canceling on and off. The headband, it's got a little padding down here. It's okay, it's pretty comfortable. It really clamps onto your head when you put them on compared to the Sonys. The Sonys aren't as... See, we go out a little more. So, let's show you how these things look on the head. This is how it looks on your head. They're kind of big, but it's a good little fit. I don't mind it. So I just got back from the gym using the Studio 3s, and all those little gripes that I had about sound quality and going back and forth with the Sonys, these get loud. This is the first time I did not have to go above 70% listening to my headphones at the gym. Usually my AirPod Pros, because they're little bitty things, they sound great, by the way. Review for that coming soon. Well, not a review, but a comparison with the Sonys. And I'm going to compare them to these, honestly, because they sound pretty good. That's almost on par. These Studio 3s are like having AirPod Pros that are over your head. I know Apple's coming out with like their own Apple Studio headphones or whatever, but AirPod Pros and Studio 3s, AirPod Pros have amazing vocal clarity. The vocal clarity on here is pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's pretty dang good for Beats, because Beats always has that bass, but now they've toned down the bass. And vocals are more clear, sound stays a little better. You can hear it's a little bit of separation here and there. It has its moments where different genres, you know, it's not as good, and Sony's may sound better. It goes back and forth, but these are up there. So I still think they should be $250, $200. I got them for $200. That's why I finally just, you know, went ahead and got them, even though I got the Sonys. I am obsessed with technology, obsessed with headphones. It drives my friends and my parents crazy, but I love this stuff. I love new tech. I love the different sounds and sound profiles, and I just want to cover them all and compare them so you guys can go out there and make a purchase that is best for you and your audio needs, tech needs, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, these were really good, solid gym headphones. Like when I was on the treadmill, I really wanted to, you know, run harder. I mean, AirPod Pros, when I run with them, I want to run hard too. They sound great and they're light, but power... Might as well call these Power Beat Studio 3 because they make me want to, you know, utilize some power, you know. But these headphones are great in the gym. I might replace them with my AirPod Pros for the gym. AirPod Pros are good for casual use, but the battery life is so low. These get you 22 hours battery life using ANC. With it off, you get about 40 hours battery life, and with, I don't know, firmware updates, they might get better. Who knows? Or Apple might come out with their studios, so... Apple Studios. These names are ridiculous, but these are a major go. Not stealing those words from Flossie. This is just a go. These headphones are great. And they're on sale for $200. You should go cop them. I'm just saying. Unless you like AirPod Pros, but we'll talk about that later. It's Meme Tech. Don't forget that like button, subscribe, and we out.